Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion, please abiding by AFTERBIRTH Plus. Keeper Boss Rush. Lilith Delirium. Blue Baby Delirium. That's it? Dude, I'm ready. I know. Oh, don't do a keeper run. They kill me inside. No, they give me life. They give me life! Well, that's not what we're looking for here. This one might be a throwaway run, which is why I'm... Not because, you know, depression is necessarily a terrible item, but because we are putting it all on the line to go to our cursed room here early. But I believe in our ability to make a Keeper Boss Rush run work. Believe the last time we played as the Keeper, we played like absolute garbage. So this time we're going to endeavor to be a little bit better. That's my intention at the very least. And I hope it can, we can deliver on that promise. Wow, that was, I saw it coming a mile away. And yet I still said to myself, you know what'd be fun? Walking into it. What do we need? Really, to win Boss Rush, all we need is, as Dan Giesling would say, a chip and a chair. We need a high damage run. That's the prerequisite for more or less any Boss Rush run. Oh, here we go. I've got a push notification. I was gonna be mad, and I was gonna say, what is it this time, Pac-Man 256? But it was actually my mom, and the text that she said love you. So, thank you, Mom. I appreciate it. I'm sorry that I thought you were Pac-Man. That was needlessly dismissive of me, and now I look, well, I look exactly like I should look, I think. Guppy's head. Great pick. Thankfully, not Curse of the Tower, or Cursed Eye, or something equally garbage, so it's a positive. Golden Bombs on the first floor, you know, it's a chance. It's a chance to get Swallowed Penny. Provided we, of course, ended up coming across, why not? End up coming across more pots, which I would expect maybe we've got an okay chance to come across one more pot. We're also going to be at 5 cents, which is great for blood banks on the next floor. But unlike most Keeper runs, we can't really... No more pots. Can't really afford to spend too much time looking. You know, playing blood banks and other such miscellaneous trash tier garbage. So, got the haunts. We have a little bit of money, which is extremely important. And, of course, we have unlimited bombs, which are very important as well. That was extremely easy. Pageant Boy. Honestly, not that bad. Especially early on, and especially giving us 2 nickels, which allows us to have enough money to go to the shop. I'm starting to get a good feeling about this one. The downside is that we don't have unlimited bombs on the next floor, which would be stellar, of course. But maybe we'll find something on the shop that could help us out. I mean, 7-cent blue map. I'm gonna try 15-cent Mama Mega. It's not good, unfortunately, because we have to take, first off, it does nothing, but secondly, we have to take wooden nickel with us. So I think that it's 15 cents down the drain, but blue map is not necessarily bad if we get enough bombs to be able to, you know, justify using them to find secret rooms. Then the secret rooms we don't even have to find, we just have to access. But we probably do, or would prefer, shall we say. That creep does damage? Why did I think that this creep just slowed? I guess it's because of the coloration, but no, this is very, very good. Even if it's only like as good as anemia, at least it's something, right? So I think first you check what's probably the shop, is indeed the shop. We could take 2 active items. I think that's not a terrible choice. Then our secret room contains 3 more bombs. I would love to get There's Options, because There's Options allows us to not take HP, which is extremely important. There we go, Swallowed Penny. So now, as far as I'm concerned, we got a chance. Anytime you get Swallowed Penny, and your run isn't like horribly below average from a statistical standpoint, you're looking alright. So, let's check our tinted rocks. We don't need to blow up pots anymore unless we like desperately need a cash injection. Pretty lucky dodge if I'm being honest. Don't get hit, because you might be able to snag a deal with the devil, and you might be able to snag HP afterwards. So We're just going to start by going back. I'm probably going to check our second secret room. I definitely want to see our item room, because again, if our item room is HP, we can be more aggressive on a deal with the devil, potentially. And we're ahead of schedule as far as time goes. Do we want to go to the curse room? Yeah. Are we going to go to the curse room? Nah. Too likely for us to do this. Wow, I lived despite not deserving to. This is... Our deal with the devil is probably shot. However, we're just lucky to be kind of back in it here. Could have been a lot worse. We're also going to get enough money to buy the backpack. The question more so becomes, would we rather have the backpack? Would we rather have There's Options? Because we can... I mean, we basically have enough money for There's Options as well. I think we'd rather have There's Options, and if we're going to get There's Options, we should get it right now. And I do see a nickel right up there, so use a bomb. I blew myself up because I figured why not get the penny out of it anyway, right? Drove my penny to the levee and the levee was dry. Just seems like the right thing. Like, if we've already taken damage, why not try to get a little bit of currency out of it? As long as it doesn't cost us too much time, because that's really the problem right now. We want to make sure we're still on pace for boss rush. The only thing we need. And if we could get a super lucky, like, guppy item, that would be amazing as well. But unlikely, but still worth an attempt. There is something here. Like, you could try to take wooden nickel and how to jump. With the backpack. I don't know if it's necessary. Might suggest that it's a little overkill. So I think we'll start with There's Options. And then we'll see if we get HP upgrades from the boss. If we don't, we'll still have that pill that we can take if the item on the deal with the devil is, like, amazingly good. If we get a deal with the devil to begin with, which we have not earned, but it's like 50-50. I still don't understand why the keeper gets 46% instead of 36, but maybe it's just built into the character? I do not know. I mean, he does represent, you know, one of the 7 deadly sins. Maybe that has something to do with it. So there is HP if we want it. One guppy item would be so good. We didn't get any, but thanks nonetheless. So now we actually know, like, we could just take a speed upgrade, which is also pretty useful. And I think I'm just going to leave. Not that I'm not interested in the backpack, but I think our money maybe is better served doing other things. So, and we're a little behind schedule, so let's get to work on that. Having a little extra speed will help that, not as much as having DPS would, but not going to turn up my nose too much at a decent item like this. And also, you know, keep in mind, it's 1/3 of Spun. Spun can be a pretty nice damage upgrade if we play our cards right. We should check our secret room, so we might not go back too far in this direction. Necronomicon. So we're getting closer and closer to Bookworm as a result of that and how to jump. We got a chance. Hate this room, dude. Bad dodge. There goes our deal with the devil chance, but you know what? It's completely okay. You saw how much good it got us when we got to deal with the devil on the last floor. I.e. none at all. It's so tempting to go into the curse room now that we've been hit. I'm like trying to run it by in my head. I'm like, could we like get hit, walk out, grab the penny, walk back in really quickly? Like, hear me out here. Your boy is actually a god. Unfortunately, he's also an idiot, so he still leaves with 1 HP, but that's way better than just being dead. So because of Swallowed Penny, we can enter the curse room with 2 HP. We're still screwed if we get hit, but there we go. I think this is bomb territory. Yeah, as you can see, we're desperately seeking a DPS increase. Right now, we walk into a room, we say, hey, I'm the big kahuna in this town, and then they laugh at us. We get laughed at by the minions who should be our subjects. It's very demeaning, demoralizing, you know, emasculating. It's not a good feeling. We need to be feared by the enemies that we come across. Right now, we're not feared. We're not even revered. We're just jeered. And that's weird. Okay, game almost froze. That's been happening a lot lately. I don't know if it's that there was a new Windows update. Not sure if that had anything to do with it. There was a... I don't actually, now that I think about it, I don't think there was a booster pack update recently. What is this? Static tears? Static tears. Okay, great item. No! Okay, we're alive. Static tears. Very potentially good, especially if we can improve our rate of fire. As of right now, it's like just okay. Wow, I left my money behind here. As of right now, it's just okay, but it's just okay in the same way that, like, you know, a lottery ticket is just okay. If it ends up becoming a winning lottery ticket, we're not going to be turning up our nose as much, which apparently is the phrase of the day. Ideal shop. Compass is worth it because we got, you know, we got a timeline that we're working towards. Luck is now at a reasonable level. Let's take the compass. Use this. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and we'll leave. This is really, really good. We don't need the second secret room. What we need is relatively quick access to our boss room here. Ah! So if we up our rate of fire, what I'm expecting is that we'll have our shots that we shoot initially will still be on the screen when we shoot again, and as a result, there will be a connection electrically between them. Not like metaphysically in like a Jim Carrey interview sort of sense, but more like literally electricity is going to shoot out of them. And that'll allow us to blanket the room with a little bit more electrical coverage, i.e. a little bit more damage, i.e. a much greater chance of us being pleased with the way things are going. Peep is always especially when he creates both eyes right off the bat, always a little annoying. I think we're going to throw some bombs in here, because if we don't, we're not going to finish this in a reasonable time frame. So if we throw in 2 bombs, and it speeds things up, I'm pretty happy. Because with Swallowed Penny, we should not throw this one away. We got every chance of redemption. No chance at a deal, but every chance of redemption here. Oh, dude, this is a tough one. But I think you go towards Spun while taking the damage upgrade, but that, having to make that choice killed me a little bit on the inside. Because immediately the Tears upgrade was not only probably better, but also exactly what I asked for. But a damage upgrade plus the chance for Spun is like, it's hard to say no. We don't need this, and pretty soon we're going to have to prioritize where we're going. But for now, we're okay. I think we made the right decision if we get Spun. We made the wrong decision if we don't get it. And we pretty much have to get it before boss rush for it to be useful. I'm leaving the keys behind just because we're so tight on time. And the idea is, with the compass, we got a little bit more leeway to do things the way we want to do them. Like, compass and blue map more or less lets us know where to go. Unfortunately, this time it looked like less as opposed to more. But blue map is... Wow, that sucked. Blue map is also allowing us to maybe take shortcuts occasionally, which is what I'm going to do here. Or try to, at least. We don't know the pill. As a result, we cannot take the pill. No! Bombs are key. Health up. It's good to know. Up. I wish it didn't have to be like that, but it does. We tried to blow a hole downwards. That's correct. Stop. This is still fine. We're not going to do boss trap room unless we, like, see a guppy item in it. But we're not even going to be able to see inside of it, honestly. Keep yourself moving. This is a situation in which we really, really cannot afford to dilly-daddle. Like, screw arcades. Screw essentially everything. Don't take that out of context, you know? Just saying... We gotta cull the... We gotta be like the opposite of a loot hoarder. We gotta be a loot eschewer. We've got to eschew loot. It reminds me, dude. Kate and I watched like 2 hours of Tiny House Hunters last night. If you've never seen Tiny House Hunters, it's the greatest comedy show on television. It's a show about people. It's on the Home and Garden Television Network. They're looking for tiny houses. And you might be saying, I live in a tiny house. You don't live in a tiny house. Not to the extent that these people do. These people live in houses that are like 60 square feet, you know? So the whole show is about people, we will buy piggy bank, by the way, if we can, which we can. It's about people who go, I think I'm ready to live in a tiny house. And then they go looking at tiny houses. And then every time they walk into a tiny house, they go, wow, this is really tiny. I don't know if I can live like this. And the saint of a real estate agent that's with them goes, well, it's a tiny house. And they go, yeah, but I'm really attached to the idea of having like a guest room. And they go, well, the house is really tiny. Like, your bathtub is under your bed. You lift up the mattress and a little piece of wood, and there's your bathtub. And they go, that's a deal breaker for me. And they go, well, the house is tiny, though. And that it's infuriating, but also hilarious. They always bring along, like, a friend who goes, I think you're crazy for being part of this tiny house thing. And then the person goes, nah, it'll be awesome. Okay, Jesus juice, I guess. And then they start to slowly realize they don't actually want a tiny house, so they buy one anyway. And this is not me being a naysayer to the tiny house quote-unquote movement, by the way. I'm not saying quote-unquote because I'm trying to diminish it. I just don't know how popular it actually is. But it's more like, if you want to live in a tiny house, more power to you. I'm just amazed that in every single one of the episodes that we saw, which is like 5 of them because they're 8 minutes long each apparently, people were just going, I really want to live in a tiny house. Okay, so what are your must-haves? Full oven. It's a tiny house. What do you want them to rip out to make the house tiny? It makes no sense to me. Dude, I am very skeptical of our ability to make it here. And that's extremely unfortunate. Secret room. Secret room. We've done it. Now drop a bomb. No bomb, but we might get lucky. It's okay that greed's here, because it opens up a door that allows us to skip one room, possibly gives us the Steam sale, or just a bunch of money. I guess the truth is, if we want / desire, which is just a synonym now that I think about it, we could just leave directly to the boss fight on the next floor. We don't need to worry about item rooms, shops, other things of this nature. I don't think I'm doing this show justice. You should watch Tiny House Hunters. It's available like on whatever our premium cable service is by demand. But you might find yourself not in that same boat. It's okay, but it's not very good. It's just an amazing insight into the human psyche. Where these people, we don't want moving box, Wheel of Fortune. These people are like extremely into the idea of a tiny house, but so often are unwilling to compromise to it, or at least a lot of it's probably manufactured drama for the TV program, I'll admit. But you know, I can only judge it on that. I can't look too deep into the subtext because I don't know these people in real life. And then find themselves like completely unwilling to compromise when it comes to actually getting the tiny house. They're like, oh, I want a tiny house that's accessible for my dog. Well, most tiny houses have like a ladder that takes you to the bedroom because the staircase takes up too much space. Is it possible that my dog could climb a ladder? No! It's you own a Rottweiler or like a freaking Great Dane. Why are you moving to a tiny house? I get that there's like economic realities, but some of these people are buying tiny houses in California. Like 100 square foot houses for $60,000. You can get a house in different parts of America for $60,000 your freaking dog can live in. It has a bathroom. You don't have to poop outside. That's all I'm saying. There's something about, I think there's an adventurous spirit associated with it. Jeez. Sure, we'll take the HP in that case. And moving on, we do not have very much time. If we fail to make it to boss rush, Of course, I don't think this is going to be it, but if it is, we're very lucky. If we fail to make it to boss rush, we will just endeavor to have fun. Live as long as possible. Obviously, that arcade, not something that really interests me right now. Please. It's looking increasingly plausible that this might be the right path. With every room we go to, that's not a dead end. Still possible. Of course, we do need a little time to beat Mom as well. I do want to go to the shop still, if we can. And, you know, a second trinket, nothing wrong with that. If we get another penny, I might go back for the card. Help. I need to get that. Thank you. Just go. We don't have the time. It's gonna be very tight. Just go for it, dude. Probably we should just throw ourselves at the enemies. Because we'd like to get hit as little as possible. We also, like, desperately need to do as much damage as possible. Which I think can really only happen with orbitals here. Please. Please! Actual nonsense. Actual nonsense. I'm a little mad. We were off by literally 1 second, and I was throwing myself into the enemies at, like, with reckless abandon. So, unfortunately, you more or less know what that means. We did not succeed. Please just give me a bomb. We did not succeed in our quest to make it the boss rush, but it is a good run. I'm not salty about the run at all. What did you drop? No resource? We won Pretty Fly? Oh, it must have been HP. That's fair. I don't want to go through this room. That room's annoying. We're not doing anything with our money, so this is relatively prudent. But just give me a bomb, perhaps? Alright. Well, we will be going through the room. So, every time we get hit, we create unlimited resources. More or less. We get 1 HP. Wow. Plus the HP required to heal us again. So, if we do have a chance to improve ourselves and get some more damage, we might want to, like, go to the Hush fight and just walk into fires for unlimited money. Wow, this was not a good idea. Do you want to know what my game plan was? It was the same game plan that I had attempted to adopt earlier. I was going to walk into the curse room, take damage, immediately walk out, grab the penny while I was still in invincibility, and then go back into the room and see what it was. I didn't think about the plausibility, which was very stupid, that there could be enemies in there. And as a result, I ended up now being dead. I am a moron. I still blame it on the mind flood from Mom, taking 1 extra second to die, but hey, thanks for watching. Next time is our chance. If you enjoyed the episode, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.